Hey everyone, here is our last issue of Scholastic News. Woo! Save your skull. You may not love wearing a bike helmet, but be glad you have it. Long ago, people didn't have bike helmets to protect their heads. It sits evenly on her head. The straps are snug under her chin. This one, it's on his face. This one, it's too far back. This one's too big. And it's too tiny. All right, let me scoot over here so I can see this picture. Heads up! Take a ride through the history of bicycle helmets. On a hot summer day, a bike ride can be a lot of fun. You grab your bike and a water bottle and you strap on your helmet. Your helmet protects your brain and your skull. It's a pretty new invention. People haven't always had bike helmets to keep their heads safe. Crash landing. Bicycles were invented 200 years ago. Back then, people didn't wear helmets, and that was really dangerous. Many bikes long ago had huge front wheels and very high seats. If you were to fall, it's a long way down. You could smack your head on the ground. You could break your skull. Early helmets. After a while, people started to protect their heads. Some people wore a kind of helmet called a pith helmet. I mean, it was better than nothing, but it still wasn't very safe. It would break apart when it hit the ground. Bike racers tried another way to protect their heads. They wore something called a hairnet. It was made out of wool and it was covered in leather. It could keep your head from getting scraped up, but your skull could still get hurt if you fell. Here's a picture of the pith helmet, which broke from the 1880s. And then we have a leather hairnet, which were really popular for a while. But let's get serious about safety. Bike riders began wanting to wear something safer on their heads, but there weren't many choices. Motorcycle helmets were safer than hairnets, but they were too heavy and uncomfortable to wear on bicycles. In the 1970s, people finally got serious about safety, and companies began to make helmets just for bike riders. More and more riders started wearing these helmets. In the 1980s and 90s, states began to pass laws that said kids on bikes had to wear helmets. Today, bike helmets are light, comfortable, and safe and fun. They come in many colors, and some helmets even look like watermelons. So, next time you want to zoom off on your bike, be glad that you have a helmet. You might think putting one on is a pain in the neck, but it's better than a pain in the head. A helmet history. In the 1970s, bicycle helmets like the Bell Biker were invented. Today, in 2021, you can get helmets that come in many cool colors and designs. This helmet has lights, so cars know to slow down. It's neat. Bike riddles. Read each riddle and then write which bike it's telling about. So I want you to look carefully at the pictures, what they have that is unique or different, what's the same as some of the others, and then use the clues to decide which one matches. Eventually, you'll have all the bikes on the line. Don't forget, there's also a fun video and some vocabulary to learn, and even a game to play. All about bicycle helmets. Thanks for reading, everybody. Bye now.